Over the past 2 to 3 years, the hearing healthcare industry has warmly welcomed the concept of teleaudiology or e-audiology. However, we've been a little more hesitant as a profession to adopt the eSolutions that go with them, like remote support. The traditional service model of hearing healthcare is changing right before our eyes. From bundling to unbundling, private pay to managed care, things are changing at a rapid pace, and that can be unsettling for many of us. Phonak led the industry in innovation when we introduced Au.D Marvel, the only made-for-all solution with a fully integrated, real-time remote support capability. There were a lot of questions when we launched this on how to use it. What does it mean for your business? Who's the right patient for remote support? So to find these answers, we went to the best source possible, your peers and colleagues, to test, provide feedback, and share clinical practices with Phonak Remote Support.
Remote sessions have been really helpful just because it opens up time now that I can spend with more new patients, because now instead of waiting for somebody that's late or maybe spending a lot of time with stories and things like that, we just set up a remote session appointment, and so it's really cut all of our follow-ups in half.
We have patients that live 2 hours away in different towns, or a lot of Native American patients out on the reservation. And so for them it was nice because they don't have to drive all that way just for a 5-minute appointment. We can just meet them where they're at.
Tell me a little bit about your clinical pathway, and when in that journey do you start talking about these solutions with your patients?
Really, we talk about it with every single patient, every patient that's coming in for a brand new Discuss appointment, and we kind of hint at it then much more so, like, hey, there's a free app that you can download to really enhance this experience. You can keep track of, concerns, your experience, pros and cons, really to kind of keep track of everything. It also helps us as the practitioner, as that audiologist, we kind of have an idea of how they're doing even before they come in for their appointment. And once they see it in action, they are just amazed by what we could do. If someone is willing to learn a new piece of equipment, then everybody's a candidate. Most patients are completely blown away, and then when you actually do a remote session, they're just even more blown away that you can do it. It's so easy, it's not this complicated situation, and they just love it.
Luckily we have a pretty, kind and considerate patient base who doesn't necessarily have that mindset of I need to be seen and addressed right now. So to them and to us as well, it's kind of just a natural extension of their normal appointments. So rather than coming in to the clinic, you're doing it over the phone, but we kind of just do it the same way of, let's do a 3:30 on a Friday. So we just schedule it like we would any other appointment.
By utilizing non-traditional service models like Phonak Remote Support, audiologists have the opportunity to elevate and provide value to their patients walking in their doors every day.